Hi, I'm happy that you're joining us. This is Dr. Mike here, Senior Pastor at the King Army Baptist Church. If you're here in this moment with us, we're so happy you've gathered with us. At our church, we believe in gathering, growing, and giving. This is a way that we're giving something to you, our Transformation Series episodes, and you've joined us for another amazing moment. Joining us is someone that is very special. You may have seen his work around the Virgin Islands and maybe sometimes around the world as a builder, contractor, and his tradesman. But now, tonight, and today, or whatever time it is that you're watching this, you'll hear his words. We have the privilege of welcoming to our transformation set, Brother Drigo. Brother Drigo, it's so great that you're joining us to share your words. But before you start, I'm sure you have someone you want to greet, say hi to, for being in this moment that we're in here, sharing in this space.
Yes, thank you for having me. I want to thank God first, because He's the author and the finisher of my faith. I could not be here tonight without Him being the center of my life. I want to thank you, Pastor Mike, for inviting me here tonight. I said yes, and I'm here, and I'm grateful to give my testimony about my dilemma over the past 18 months.
Yeah, last 18 months.
Yeah.
Well, let's backtrack a little bit. I'm sure, people are going to see this all over the world. Friends, family, people who may have known you, and everyone, and I've known you for over 20 years, and everyone knows you to be strong, resolute, always going. I think you wake up before 6, you're on the road, you're going. As a contractor, a builder, hard work is, you don't shy away from hard work. A little bit of your history to let people know who you are, what we let them know of your foundation and how, you move into the BVI and being here.
Well, I'm from Dominica originally.
The land of many rivers.
Many rivers, right? And I came here in 1985, All Year's Night.
Wow.
So this December will be 40 years living in the British Virgin Islands.
Oh, wow.
And I came here as a young man with little skills, and because of the years that I've spent here working, I have made myself become a contractor, and I can build basically everything that is offered to me on paper.
Wow.
And I'm grateful to God for all of that. Yeah.
That's quite a journey.
Yeah.
1985, All Year's Night, you made a decision to transform your life.
Yep.
And now, as we go almost 40 years forward, you're here.
Yeah.
So, about your story, you said 18 months ago. How did we get here? How did you get to this point that you are sharing this story?
Well, April 7th, 2024, I was lying on my bed one afternoon, and I wanted to sneeze, and I sneezed. And when I sneezed, I felt a pain just hit my waist.
Wow.
And that pain lasted for about an hour. I'm like, wow, what's going on? But the next morning, I woke up and the pain was gone. But I decided I'm going to make an appointment to go to Dr. Vanderpool the following Friday. But at the same Friday, my wife had an appointment with a doctor at Eureka. Vanderpool is at yeah. So I decided to take my wife first, and then I'll do my appointment.
Check on yourself.
For myself.
Yeah.
But it took us so long by the doctor, by Eureka, I didn't have time to go and see Dr. Vanderpool. So I decided I'm going to go the Monday.
Yeah.
Monday morning, that was April 15th. I went to work. We usually pray every Monday and every Friday of every week.
On your construction site?
Yeah. So we pray Mondays and Fridays. That morning, it was a Monday morning, I was waiting for my son to come in so that we can start praying. And I felt it, I want to sneeze, and I sneezed. When I sneezed, that same pain dropped me down on the floor.
Wow.
It was so painful that I couldn't stand, and I didn't stand after about 4 or 5 months.
Wait, so you're on your job site. You again the sensation of wanting to sneeze. You sneeze, you fell down, and you didn't stand again for another 4 to 5 months.
Correct.
I can't imagine what the thoughts that went through your mind.
Well, sometimes as a believer, you seem to say, well, why me, Lord?
Hmm.
But why can't we say, why not me?
Yeah.
Because Christ went through a lot of things for us to be here today and have salvation. Therefore, in my situation, it was tough, but I never felt that I was going to die.
Yeah.
I knew that.
But let's talk about the pain, because sometimes people don't mention how tough it is, because they'll see you here and just say, "Oh, we knew he was going to be okay anyway." And not to say that you doubted, but the journey of 18 months will have highs, lows, and in betweens. So those first moments, because that 5 months didn't just go by like that.
Well, I thought when I got admitted at the hospital, I'll be out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. It never happened that way. I had so much pain that I couldn't turn, I couldn't stand, I couldn't sit, I couldn't go to the bathroom, I couldn't bathe my skin, I couldn't brush my teeth. My wife had to do those things for me.
So you came from being independent contractor all your life, working hard, to being dependent.
Yes.
And literally,
Yes.
a sneeze is as quick as a blink of an eye.
Yeah. But it just broke me down, and I went down on my back, and I broke a bone in my waist.
How hard you fell?
Oh, I was like standing, and I just fell bump.
Wow.
I was standing, and I fell bump.
And the impact was so hard.
Hard. I couldn't
you broke a bone in your hip.
L4, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, so you thought you were going to be there for 2 weeks, and 2 weeks turned into
months. So I'm here for I'm in the hospital like 2 weeks, and I doesn't get better. And I get a phone call from a gentleman I used to work for. And he was calling to offer me a job at his house. I told him I can't because I'm at the hospital. I can't work, I can't turn, I can't do anything. So he felt so sad that Rafi is like sick that much. So he called a friend of his, and he sent that friend to visit me at the hospital for him to go back to him and tell him my condition, my situation. That friend was Dr. what's his name? Pickering. And this gentleman I called was Mr. Roland Betts, living in New York. So Dr. Pickering came, and he went back to Mr. Betts, and he said, well, Rafi's in a bad state, and Rafi needs to get out of here. So I get a phone call a couple of days later, and he told me, Rafi, I'm going to send a plane for me to take you to Florida. And he told me, just bring a small bag, you and your wife, and we're going to take you to Florida.
Wow.
So I am on the ambulance. We went to the airport, and I'm inside that plane, and it was raining, so the plane couldn't take off immediately. So the pilot said, well, after the rain, we're going to lift up. So I decided I'm going to say a prayer, because I'm a believer, I'm a man of God.
Yeah.
I cannot be in so much pain, so much stuff, and do pray. So I decided I'm going to pray.
Praying in pain.
Yeah. And Dr. Mike, I started to pray, but I never understood one word I said. I never understood one word of that prayer up to today. God touched my lips. He put his words in my mouth. And from that time onwards, I know I'll be all right. We're going to fly out there. I'm going to make it. I'm going to come back to Tola. So we flew and we landed 3 o'clock in the morning. And they started making tests on me. And then they found that they diagnosed me with multiple myeloma.
Wow.
Multiple myeloma
Yeah,
is the cancer of the blood, and it weakens your bone. So when I fell, my bones was already soft already with the cancer.
And you didn't even know.
I didn't even know. So it broke a few bones in my body. And then that's when I know that I'm really sick, right? Because they didn't tell me in the hospital here what was happening to me. They just told me, well, I'm sick and they're making tests on me all the time, and there's no result that will tell me, yes, I have multiple myeloma. And I don't know what that is anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't know that what that was. But I had that thing, and now I have to find a way to be healed of all of that. So
Yeah, and
when
you could understand when people, when you say multiple myeloma,
Yeah.
and you hear it's a form of cancer.
it's a form of cancer.
And when you hear that word, you have a decision to make.
Yeah.
But before you took off, even though you didn't know what the words you were praying, your decision was to be healthy.
Yeah.
So, but you heard a word that could transform your life for most of the times and most people for bad.
Yeah.
For that they think that this is the end.
Yeah.
And when you hear it, you still get a jolt because you're human. But you heard it and you had faith from before you took off.
Yeah.
So when after what took place after?
So I know now I've got multiple myeloma, and I have to get healed. So I asked the doctor, "What are you going to do for me? What can you do for me?" He told me, "Well, I'm gonna take care of you, and for like 6 months here, and after I'm gonna send you home with a daily tablet." So I said, "Okay." But in that room in the hospital, my wife was next to me all day, all night. She had a hotel room. She didn't go to the hotel room. She went and killed herself every morning, and she would stay all night with me. And for 3 nights, Dr. Mike, I cried like a baby. And she's there. She didn't know, but I couldn't scream. I cried like a child 3 nights back to back, and I asked God to make me walk again.
So all this time you still can't walk.
Oh yeah, it's like 2, 3 months. It's like 2 months already. I still can't walk. And I have all those tests done. They put some cement in my back, they call it, so that I can stand up, and I can't walk. And but I always believe that God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all you can ask or think. He said he will heal all our diseases. And so I believe that because that's a promise that Christ made to us. So the first time I made 3 steps was I went by the doctor. I had an appointment after he did all that thing on me. So he asked me to come for a review, and I went, and I was sitting on my wheelchair because I couldn't walk. And I said, "Stand up." And I stood up. I didn't know I could stand up.
So the doctor said, the doctor told you, stand up.
Yep.
You never, before that moment, that wasn't something that you thought you could do because you hadn't stand at that point. For how long has it been?
By myself.
2-3 months?
Yeah, by myself.
2-3 months.
Yeah. And I stood up. And he told me, "Walk to me." And I walked to him. And he told me, "Okay, go back and sit." And that is where I knew that it was not the doctors, it was God. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel was right there with me all the way from the beginning to the end. So
the tears of your pain, those 3 nights of tears weren't in vain.
Yeah. No. And that prayer on that plane before we left that I didn't understand was not in vain either. So I came back here, and I went to the clinic, Penn's clinic, and the doctor asked me to go and find out if I can get a bone marrow transplant. So a bone marrow transplant is an operation. They would give you injections at home. They'll give you the injections, and you will take it at home. And that injection would separate your white blood cells, your red blood cells, and your stem cells. So when the injections are over, they will admit you at the hospital, and they will pull out your stem cells from your body, clean it out, and inject it back into you one time.
Very, very intense, careful, scientific.
It was
yeah.
it takes 6 hours to pull it out, but they put it back into you one time. It's like that's the way they describe it to me. It's like chemotherapy, 6 months chemotherapy put in your body one time. So I went to Boston at Mass General the first time, and I didn't do the operation because I couldn't pay for the operation. And the cost of that operation was $700,000.
$700,000.
So I came back, and they told me, well, get a U.S. insurance, and they will pay for this operation. So I came back, I get a U.S. insurance. And I went back to Boston. This time I went to Dana-Farber, the cancer center in Boston. And usually doctors stay with you in their office 15 minutes talking, and they'll let you go, and somebody will talk to you. This guy stayed with me for half an hour, 45 minutes. And when he finished talking to me, I told him, "That's my diagnosis, doctor. What are you going to do?" He told me, "I don't need an operation." He told me 99.9% of your body is free from cancer.
So let's roll this back.
Yeah.
Roll this back.
Yeah.
Right. Because I think there have been so many miracles so far. Right?
Yeah.
The miracle first of you sneezing and falling while people are around to get help.
Yeah.
Because you could have sneezed and fell and been alone.
Yes.
First miracle. The miracle of your friend calling you to tell you he wants you to work and build a house. That was another miracle call. Because that miracle allowed you to realize that you need to leave here.
Yep.
The miracle of you being just patient enough and prayerful enough, even in the midst of your pain, to have the clarity of mind to pray before you took off.
Yeah.
The miracle of being able to be there and walking by the command of a voice and standing up, something you didn't do for 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 5 months by that time.
Yeah.
And then find out you have this diagnosis of cancer. Keeping your faith and belief, you find out that the treatment is $700,000, almost $750,000.
That's correct.
So you have to come back, try to sort things out, which I'm sure it wasn't like this.
No. Process.
It was a process of you going through this, that, and other, and all the time having to be okay.
Yeah.
In those moments, I saw you in church.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah.
My help comes from God,
and you came to me and said, "Dr. Mike, I'm going back to the States."
Yeah.
They told me every moment you were updating on what you were doing and where you were going, and sometimes I didn't even know if you were ill. The way you would talk. There were times we ministered at the prison together. You were still talking to people and going to evangelize.
Yeah.
In the midst of your miracle number 6. Then you came back, raised the money or got the insurance, and you're going back being ready to pay and get stuff done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
You're prepared now mentally to do the procedure
Yes, sir.
because miracle could be in the procedure as well.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
And the doctor came in, let's slow it down. The doctor came in and said what?
He said, you don't need an operation. If I give an operation now, you'll be worse than how you are today.
Hmm.
Your blood, your 99.9% of your blood is cancer free. You have a spike though, but you are in remission, so you don't need that operation.
Did you have any chemo, any treatment?
Yes, yeah, I had some
yeah,
chemo.
yeah.
I have one shot of radiation and had chemo. Yes, I did have some chemo.
But that wasn't supposed to heal you.
No,
That wasn't. I mean, I'm knowledgeable enough
Yeah,
to know that wasn't supposed to do that.
no.
That was supposed to keep you okay.
Yeah.
And they told you 99.9% of your blood is cancer free.
Yes, hallelujah.
At that moment,
Man, that feeling was awesome. I was like, really? Hallelujah, Jesus. My wife was right there with me too, and she heard everything. She never left my side, and she was with me all the way, and she was like, Raphael, yes, cancer free, one spike of cancer in my blood, and I went home. But I've come back. What he wants to do now, he wants to give me another test of my organs, make sure everything is good. And in December, because Pierre, they can pull out the stem cells and freeze it. So that if I need that operation later, the work has been done.
wow. I want to ask you, I want you to take a moment because life changes fast. Like Saul, he's on the way to do harm. And just like that, God transformed him. Sometimes the transformation is from bad to good. Sometimes it's from good to what we perceive as bad and right back to good. What would you tell somebody first watching your medical journey that intertwine with your spirituality? What would you tell them? Someone who's going through
if
illness.
If it
pain.
wasn't for God, for Jesus, I wouldn't be here. Number one. Bible says your faith will make you whole. So many times in the Bible, you see people asking God, Jesus, to heal them. That woman touched. She didn't touch his hand. She touched the hem of his garments. Because of her faith, she got healed. Because of my faith in God, I got healed. And I can tell somebody, if you doesn't believe in Jesus, you need to start today. Because that is your only hope. So that when you call upon him, he will answer you. He will be with you in trouble. He will deliver you and honor. With long life, the Bible says, he will satisfy you and show you your salvation. That's what he did for me. He showed me his salvation by keeping me alive, walking with me. I mean, so many people prayed for me that I don't know them. There's a young lady that works at the bank, and she told me, Mr. Drigo, how you doing? How you doing? I said, I'm okay. When I heard you got sick, I want to tell my mother, my friend is at the hospital. Can you please help me pray for him? The church here prayed for me. The church here assisted me in my dilemma. And I want to thank you, Pastor Mike. I want to thank the church. I want to thank everybody that prayed for me. That's why I come every Sunday when I'm here, because I find peace. I remember once during all that time, you were preaching a sermon. I was about to leave. I don't remember what sermon it was, But you said at the end, you said, somebody, you're gonna be all right. And I said, okay, that's for me. And I took it and I went to Boston. And that is when they told me that the cancer is not in their body.
Well, when we do this, we never have it scripted. You've heard from a man that's built magnificent homes, places, businesses, and he may not want me to say it, but when we built our first clinic, he did it free of cost. And this is for you to give you a jump start. To being able to interview someone, a literal walking miracle, is a testimony of God's kindness and grace. You might be going through something right now and wondering where to turn. This is not someone who had a miracle years ago. It's a current walking miracle. 6 miracles over the moments of 18 months. But his miracles are all connected to his belief in the Lord Jesus Christ. If you're not a believer, I want you to call the number or contact us so we could pray the prayer of salvation, so your life will be transformed. You might be going through some difficulty, sickness, illness. God can heal you. Don't miss your miracle. I want to thank you, Brother Drigo, for sharing your testimony.
You're welcome.
And your inspiration and who you are will inspire us for generations to come. Thank you, brother.